Now, Logan is the 9th X-Men movie featuring the character Wolverine. This would be the 3rd standalone movie. You had X-Men Wolverine Origins, which a lot of us try not to talk about. Then you have The Wolverine, more of a futuristic version. But this is even past that, and you have Logan. Logan is set in the year 2024, and in this movie, Logan is a retired X-Men mutant. And no one's ever heard of mutants at this point. The world has totally forgotten about them. They're kind of a thing of the past. It's kind of, he's like the unicorn. Everyone's kind of like, what the heck? And so people recognize him from comic books. More so, that has become more of the lore of the X-Men. And him being a limo driver, that's how he raises his funds to take care of Professor Xavier, who is a retired mutant with Alzheimer's. And throughout their journey with that, this little girl comes in, and they go on a journey to protect her and take her to a place of safety. And so the factor of this movie is really focusing on the little girl and the fact that she's a young mutant, and mutants have been gone for so long, so this is a whole new dynamic that the world's getting used to. All right, so done with the synopsis. Let's talk about things that I loved about this movie. Things I really liked about it. The action was amazing. Seeing Wolverine just go to town. Now, this is not like the other Wolverines where, you'll see someone, like, he'll jump into them and then they fall over and they got some spots of blood on their chest. No. You're looking at heads getting cut off, limbs getting dismembered. It is intense. When the violence hit, it is gritty and it is realistic. I really loved the script. The concepts behind it were really, really great. The makeup was awesome. And what I liked a lot was each character got their own dynamic and you see character arc happen. There's a lot of things I liked about that. Now, things that I didn't like. The script was solid. It was really, really good. Little bits, though. There was a moment in it where a story arc that you're following all of a sudden hits a sudden end. And then all of a sudden it starts up a whole new story arc. And you're like, okay. Now, for me, I accepted it and it was fine. It didn't make or break the movie. But it felt like they had 2 different scripts that they were working on and decided, let's put them both together to make it work. And the last time they did that was with The Dark Knight. And they're saying that this is the Dark Knight of Marvel, that this movie will surpass all the other ones and will be known. Yeah, I actually will agree with that. I would compare it in that manner. The only thing that The Dark Knight had that this one doesn't is The Dark Knight actually had a good first movie to base it off of. This one doesn't. This one doesn't have anything to base itself off of. It's a good standalone. If anyone were to watch this movie as a movie, they wouldn't have to know tons about the X-Men to know what's going on. It's very self-aware and it's very put together in that way. The cinematography is gorgeous. And as much as I thought it was going to be more post-apocalyptic from the trailer, it actually shows it to be more set in modern times, more realistic. The cars are the only thing that's really different looking. In the year 2024, apparently everything's the exact same, which makes more sense, except for the cars. They have different shapes on different things. So, in the end, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Logan was really awesome. I mean, I lean towards giving a thumb and a half. I really, really enjoyed this movie. Ultimately, if you're looking for a gritty experience, this is something you want to come and check out. Now, let's get to the parental guide on this. This is not a kid's movie in any way. This is rated R. This is a hard R. Age 18 is very accurate. You're looking at lots of dismemberment, you're looking at brief nudity, and you're looking at the F word drop probably over about 50 to 100 times throughout the film. Parents, I know your kids love the X-Men, I know you probably do, and I know you have an infatuation with these characters. This is not a movie for your kids in any way, shape, or form. I would not even let my nephews get close, or my kids get close to seeing this movie. It was awesome, and it was really great. In the end, how it ends and how it all sums it up, it's just a really solid movie, but it's not appropriate. The subject matter is not appropriate. The whole entity of this film is not appropriate for children. So do yourself a favor and please keep your kids safe in this. So that's about all I have on this. I'm curious to hear what your favorite X-Men movie is, or, let's narrow it down even more. Your favorite Wolverine moment out of the 9 films that he's in. What's your favorite moment, scene by scene? I'll tell you my favorite is actually in X-Men First Class, when they're trying to get all the mutants and they walk up to him and he's sitting there at the pub and he's drinking scotch and they're like, hey, we're putting together, some mutants, and he goes, F off. And they're like, okay, well, see you later. For some reason, I love that moment. So, but I would love to hear yours. And if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and subscribe and like the page. That would help me out tons. I recommend Logan.